Hello everyone, welcome to the AI portal, your gateway into the world of artificial intelligence. In our last video, we have seen Google's Gemma 2 billion model in action. Today we will explore another small language model called Phi-2 by Microsoft. We will explore its capabilities and compare it with Gemma. So let us first understand what Phi-2 is. So Phi is a series of small language models launched by Microsoft. There are three variants of Phi models: Phi-1, Phi-1.5 and Phi-2. Phi-2 has 2.7 billion parameters. The architecture is the typical transformer decoder with flash attention. The emphasis for these models was on the quality of training data rather than the architecture or training time. The input context length is 2048 tokens, that is roughly 1500 words. The model is approximately of size 5.5 gigabytes and it can be run on Colab's T4 GPU. Let us see how we can run Phi-2 on Google Colab. So we will start with installing the necessary packages, and then we will import some classes from the transformers to load the model and the tokenizer. So we load the model and the tokenizer from Hugging Face. Since these are open models, we don't need a Hugging Face token in order to load this model. Here, one point to consider is Microsoft Phi-2 expects that you have a transformers version 4.37, and if you do not have that, you can give trust remote code is equal to true while loading the tokenizer and the model. So that is what we do today. That is what we do here. So before loading the tokenizer and the model, we are giving the trust remote code is equal to true. So if you can scroll down and see, you can see that this model loads in two parts, with one of them is 5 gigabytes and the other is 564 megabytes. So it's entirely 5.5 gigabytes. So I have written a method here to give the prompt to the model, tokenize it, and then generate the output from it. So if you observe, I've given the maximum new tokens as 2048 because that is the maximum allowed context length for Phi-2. This, like I already said, this roughly translates to approximately 1500 words. So this means that we can give big paragraphs and passages to the model, and also we can add additional context to some complex questions. So in the previous video, we have explored Gemma. I have also opened that notebook here so that we can compare the results of both the models and see which ones we like better and which ones are more suited to our particular applications. So let's start with question answering. So I've followed the same pattern here which I've followed for Gemma. So here I'm using the same questions. So here the name of the method is show Gemma result, and here it's show Phi-2 result. So the first question is, what is the capital of Greece? And here we get a one-word answer, Athens, and here we get some explanation. And the next question is, who is the current president of United States? Phi-2 gives the correct answer as Joe Biden, and Gemma says that it doesn't have access to real-time information, and it also doesn't have the context, so it cannot tell you who the current president is. So again, which one is better depends entirely on the context, because if you don't want your model to give answers like this until and unless it is completely sure, then it's better to go with Gemma. Or if you want an answer, some answer at any, even if it's wrong, if you have tolerance for that, then you can go for Phi-2. So next, let's move on to sentiment analysis. So with Phi-2, I'm giving a sentence, I hate the movie, it doesn't make any sense. So we expect the output to be negative. So here it's negative, it's great. And here also we get the same result, which is negative, but it also gives a short explanation why it thinks so. So this could be great when you are, let's say you are trying to synthesize a data set. If you are trying to get a sentiment analysis data set, it's great that you have the sentence here and you just have one word label. So in that case, this result would be great. But if you are building a user-faced application, it might be better if you give a reason why you think the answer is negative. So in these two cases, you can make your choice based on what you want. If you're building a user-face application, you can go with this kind of output, and if you're looking for something very brief, then this would be more suitable. So let's move on to the next sentiment analysis text. So this text is a bit tricky. So this is a restaurant review. So if you see, despite the cozy atmosphere and attentive service, the food was a bit underwhelming. However, the chef did show promise with some innovative flavor combinations. So here they are discussing both the positive and negative aspects of it. So we would like the model to say that the sentiment is mixed. And Phi-2 does the same. It says that it's mixed. So this is our expected result. Let's see what Gemma says. So yeah, but Gemma says that the sentiment of the text is negative. So I prefer this output rather than this, because mixed is more accurate. Next, let's move on to Commonsense Reasoning. So in this task, we give a question. So I'm just asking the model, what is a continuation of the given sentence that makes the most sense? So I'm asking it to complete this sentence meaningfully. So let's see the output. It says, she opened the window and a gust of wind blew in, causing her hair to fly in all directions. So this could be one possible completion. And if you see Gemma's output, it says, she opened the window and the wind blew in, creating a refreshing breeze. This is also good. So let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer. So let's move on to the next question. So this is kind of a trick question of reasoning. Let's read it. John and Mark are in the room with a ball, a basket and a box. John puts the ball in the box, then leaves for work. While John is away, Mark puts the ball in the basket and then leaves for school. They both came together later in the day, and they do not know what happened in the room after each of them left the room. Where do they think the ball is? So if you see, I have mentioned they, and what I intend to ask the model is, what would John think about the ball's location, and what would Mark think about where it is? So it's I want the answer from both the perspective, but I do not get that here. For Phi-2, you see, because I've given such maximum new tokens as 2048, it keeps repeating the question and the output, but ultimately it gives the output as the ball is in the basket. So it is, because at the end the ball is in the basket, it could be a right answer from the model's perspective, but that is not what we have expected here. Let's see how Gemma fared in this. Here we see Gemma says the ball is in the box, which is again not correct, because John put the ball in the box, and that can't be one of the answers. So yeah, both of them do not really get this right. So maybe we could frame this question in a different context, and maybe our output will be different. I would like you to try it out and let me know if you get a correct answer. So next we move on to coding. So all these models have been trained to generate code as well. We will try with a very basic example here, which is write Python code to reverse all the characters in a sentence, and then we get the code. And like the others, Phi-2's response is very brief. We just get the code and then we copy the code here and we are running it, and it works. So this is great. But if you see Gemma's response for this, we give the same question, and one additional good thing here is it also gives you the expected output, and also it gives you an explanation on why this code works. So this is better. I would prefer this approach. And yeah. So the next use case we're going to see is topic modeling. So in topic modeling, we have a paragraph, and we would like the model to extract some topics from it, the main themes from that paragraph. So this is a paragraph about sustainability and renewable energy, and we would like to see the main topics in this paragraph. So let's see Phi-2's result. So Phi-2's result is this. It identifies 7 different main themes, and it says this paragraph discusses about demand for renewable energy sources, importance of exploring alternative energy solutions, etc. Now let's see what Gemma says. Gemma, it doesn't really give you a full the entire name of the topic, but it identifies a few topic words here. And honestly, I prefer this because usually topic modeling is done to identify labels in order to further use them for classification purposes. And so it will be great if we have such one word topics which we can process them later rather than more like sentences about about the main themes. So but this is not wrong. This could also be useful in certain scenarios where, you know, like I said, when you are giving a customer faced application, like you like making, let's say you're making ChatGPT and you give it a paragraph and you want to know the main themes out of it. Maybe you would like to read it in this manner and not just the words. But if you are making a data set and you want labels for that data set, I feel this is more suited. So next we will go on to text summarization. So this paragraph is about artificial intelligence and its impact on healthcare, and it just talks about how AI algorithms are being used in healthcare to detect diseases like cancer. And I have my instruction to the model is to summarize it in 1 or 2 sentences. And if you see the output from the Phi-2, it's not wrong, but it more or less picks sentences from this, and then it gives you the output, which is a kind of summarization, but it doesn't follow my instruction of doing it only in 1 or 2 sentences. So this summary is slightly bigger. So, but if you see Gemma's summarization, it does. So it does summarize. Actually, it does not directly pick sentences from the paragraph. So AI has, it says AI has shown significant promise in healthcare by leveraging ML algorithms and big data analytics to enhance medical diagnosis, streamline administrative tasks, and improve patient outcomes. So, and it does it in 1 sentence like I've instructed it to do. So this is good. So again, like I said, both are correct, and it depends on the kind of summarization you're looking for. Sometimes when we want to summarize text, we just want the model to pick out the important sentences from them exactly. And sometimes we want it to rewrite the summary. So it looks like Gemma is rewriting the main idea in the paragraph as a summary, but Phi-2 is more like extracting it. So this is only one example. You might have to test it more in order to take a final decision, but this is only just to give an idea of how these two models differ and how they compare with each other. And yeah, so that's it. We are at the end of all our use cases. So if you see, we have tested many use cases like question answering, sentiment analysis, common sense reasoning, coding, topic modeling, and text summarization. So, and finally we come to Phi-2 like the end. I would like to end it by asking you to write a small poem on machine learning. So this is more about how creative these models are. So this is the poem written by Gemma. You can read them. I will provide these notebooks to you. Just provide me a comment in the comment section, and I will send you the links so that you'll have more time to read these poems, and you can tell me which poem you like better. For me personally, Gemma's poem is much better and more detailed, so I like the Gemma poem better. So that is what we have seen Phi-2, and we have seen its responses for some of the use cases, and we have compared it with Gemma. So please note that these models are really small in comparison to the existing ChatGPT models, which are more like 170 billion or something. So these are just in 2.7 billion, and for Gemma 2 billion parameters. They are able to give us such advanced responses, which is great, which was not the case a few years ago. So I think they are able to achieve more capability with less number of parameters, which is really great. So you can tell me in the comment section which model's responses you like better. For me personally, I like Gemma's responses better, but Phi-2 also shows a lot of promise. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to AI Portal for more such videos. See you in the next one. Bye.